but it feels so empty. I'm haunted by my thoughts of you, and it's killing me, killing me. I'm trying hard to see the light, but the dark knows me by name. I shout your name into the night, 'cause every day I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. I sell my soul just to be with you. I sell my soul just to be with you. I sell my soul just to be with you. I sell my soul just to be with you. But he just turned me away. So what can I do to get back to you? I run through the fire and bathe in the brimstone. Visions of your face, it keeps me away. I have no peace, this pain won't leave me alone.
No. Oh gosh. Oh no! Oh, I got it! 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 I got a crown! I did it! I did it! Holy! Woo!
I sell my soul just to be with you. I sell my soul just to be with you. I sell my soul just to be with you. I sell my soul just to be with you. I sell my soul just to be with you. And I know it's all my fault. I feel the guilt and the shame. Tried to make a deal with the devil, but he just turned me away. So what can I do to get back to you? I run through the fire and bathe in the brimstone. Visions of your face, it keeps me away. I have no peace, this pain won't leave me alone. No.
Because of your work, I just want to let you know that Twitch will be donating $1 million to Able Gamers directly.
What? Oh my god!
I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. I sell my soul just to be with you. I sell my soul just to be with you. I sell my soul just to be with you. I sell my soul just to be with you. Standing in a crowded room, but it feels so empty. I'm haunted by my thoughts of you, and it's killing me, killing me. I'm trying hard to see the light, but the dark knows me by name. I shout your name into the night, 'cause every day I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. I sell my soul
John, 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 John.
But he just turned me away. So what can I do to get back to you? I run through the fire and bathe in the brimstone. Visions of your face, it keeps me away. I have no peace, this pain won't leave me alone.
Huh. No, 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 no. Oh gosh. Oh no! Oh, I got it. 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 I got a crown. I did it. I did it. Holy. Woo!
I tell my soul just to be with you. I tell my soul just to be with you. I tell my soul just to be with you. I tell my soul just to be with you. I tell my soul just to be with you. And I know it's all my fault. I feel the guilt and the shame. Tried to make a deal with the devil, but he just turned me away. So what can I do to get back to you? I run through the fire and bathe in the brimstone. Visions of your face, it keeps me away. I have no peace, this pain won't leave me alone. No.
Because of your work, I just want to let you know that Twitch will be donating $1 million to Able Gamers directly.
What? What? Oh my god.
I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. I tell my soul just to be with you. I tell my soul just to be with you. I tell my soul just to be with you. I tell my soul just to be with you.
One of these years I'm gonna change that number on the year. Anyway, what's up, what's up, what's up, my friends? How are you doing tonight? It's another exciting night here in the Spawn Zone, and you know what that means. It's time for us to grab the keyboards, because we're about to teach the aardvarks how to dance. How's it going, everybody? Good to see you here. How you doing, Gail? What's up, Corey? Hi, Jay. Good to see you here, Tom. How's it going, Anime? How are y'all? Carpet, what's up, my friend? Everyone coming in. How are you, Ranger? What's up, my friend? Faulty, DK, how are you? Hello, welcome. Good to see you. Hello, hello. It is us once again. Here we are doing our things and our stuff. Welcome, everybody. Hi, how are you? I'm so glad you're here tonight. Hopefully y'all are having a good night tonight. I got a little distracted. That's why I'm a little bit late. I was watching videos. I am really fascinated right now with continuing to just learn music and learn how to do it. So, this is me sort of offering you that opportunity to learn along with me because I'm gonna check out some videos, and I figure, you know what, we might as well do it together. And if you're not interested or want to learn or don't want to watch me learning or chat while I'm doing this, this is sort of a co-op stream. If you're not familiar with the idea of co-op streams, co-ops is sort of where in the pandemic they kind of founded this idea of they're good streams to put on the background while you're doing other stuff because it's someone else in the room with you hanging out, just doing their thing while you're doing theirs. So I encourage you to hang out and chat and talk and be a part of it. but you can also be doing your own thing as well. I am super interested in continuing to learn this. So DJ Spelunk. I don't have a DJ name, but I would be Fluff Mellow. That's my thing. Yeah. Oh gosh darn it, Ari.
Can't believe it's been a year. You make my nights better, Steve. Also, Steve Ain slaps dove emote, 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 Steve Ain slaps dove emote.
I'm not getting away from this W mode, I can see. Alright. Fantastic. Been co-working and doing body double streams great for productivity. Absolutely is. For sure. It is. But I really want to learn more about this, and you know what? I'm gonna offer you the opportunity. If you want to learn along with me, you can, or if you just want to hang out, you can. And if you don't, hey, Guy's streaming over on his channel, so you can always check out the horror game that he's streaming. But I'm over here just trying to learn. I'm really interested in it. So, you're lurking? No worries. Appreciate that. Damn it, Gail. We do not have to W, but we don't have to. We really don't. No. Damn it. Is the Phoenix in a suit a movie reference? The Phoenix in a suit, a movie reference. What Phoenix in a suit are we talking about? Jay, listen, Jay, you do not have to double smile and you don't have to dub emote, okay? We don't need the dub emote. I offered y'all the opportunity, okay? I said for just a thousand subs, we would do it, and we didn't hit it. So, you know, that's not my fault. Oh, in the picture? Yeah, that's our criminal bird. That is our smooth criminal. This is our layer that we have done with all the bits over the years. This is what we bought. Yeah. Yeah, we bought this entire layer. It's pretty great. It's on the ocean. This is it's an impenetrable fortress that cannot be beaten unless you figure out how to enter through one of these windows. And then maybe not so much. And maybe not so much. Yeah. Hi Darkness, how's it going? Yeah, that's our smooth criminal bird. It's our if you ever heard Smooth Criminal, it's the same suit. There needs to be more layers under the volcano. Yeah, I couldn't afford the volcano. Y'all don't give me that many subs. Y'all like y'all are generous, and allow me to be a goofball with some affording things like pizza and care workers, but not enough that I can buy a volcano. So yeah, if you wanna give me enough subs to be able to afford a volcano, that's totally up to you. You totally can. If that's what you want to do. You can. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you from giving me volcano money. I'm just saying it's not it's not in my cards right this moment. Yeah. Make one like a do-it-yourself volcano. I don't know that that's how volcanoes work. I don't know that you can just make your own volcano. That's not really a thing that I understand. Like is doing that kind of. It's not. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe we make a cheese volcano. That's up to Carpet. He wants to lend us some cheese in order to make that dream come true. That's up to him. Yeah, it's up to him. Yeah. Hey, Carpet. God damn it.
1. Volcano. 2. Volcano.
Mm-hmm.
3. Volcano, but in blue.
Volcano butt in blue. Yes, yes. I like where your mind is going on this one. Yes, yes. I approve. Yes, yes. Okay. So there we go. Mousy approves the cheese volcano. Shall be a thing. Yep. You got some good news. What is your good news? Is it that we have volcano money coming? Is that coming up next? I'm down for that. I would be down for that. And we do have to do our spawn quest for tonight as well. Why are people spam? Don't. Ugh. I hate when people spam text you and that have y'all been getting these? You get like that text where it's just like, "Hey, are we still on for tonight?" from a number you've never talked to before because it's a spammer, hoping that you'll answer them back and reveal that your number works. The worst. They won't leave me alone, chat. Okay. So let's go over here. Let's go to the game window. You found the place with no volcano money? I'm gonna need you to hurry up and step up on the volcano money. If you have to rob a bank or knock over an MK, whatever you gotta do, okay? Whatever you gotta do, that's what you gotta do in order to get the volcano money running. All right, that's not like if you gotta rob a bank, sell a kidney, sell somebody else's kidney, sell Wish's kidney. That's up to y'all. You know. Hi, Laisha. How's it going? Welcome in, everybody. Hi. How are you? Okay. Before we get started with our learning, all right, we're gonna do our spawn quest for the evening. Oh shit! I think Wish heard me. Oh. You can steal some kidneys? Alright. Go get them. Go get them. Okay. First up. We Morble. We Morble for the spawn quest. We Morble for the spawn quest. After that, then we'll go watch some music videos. So we can learn. To learn. Your landlord stole your volcano money. Well, that's just rude and annoying. Carpet. Go steal their cheese until the landlord gives the volcano money back. Let's see, which one do we want to do tonight? Let's do Alienated. All right, here we go. All right, everybody. So, for those of you who would like to be reminded, this is for the Spawn Quest. If you would like to do a Spawn Quest, it is a cool little initiative we have now in order to get a VIP in the channel. The only way to do it is to do a Spawn Quest. You win the Spawn Quest by winning the Marbles Race of the Evening. At that point, I will offer you 3 categories. You get to choose one, and then of those categories, I give you a quest. It's up to you if you want to do the quest. There is no time limit, but it will be judged by the community. And if you are judged worthy of a gem, you get access to the VIP area. The VIP area includes a once a month hangout with me, Steve. That's me. And we'll hang out, and you get to ask me all the questions you want, and I will tell you literally anything you want to know about Wish. Literally, just you can ask me about their background in Bigfootology, their tentacle size, whatever you want, and I'll let you know. So, damn it, Wish is still here. Really making my sales pitch hard tonight. Wow, that was an alien there. All right, so if you'd like to be a part of the Spawn Quest for tonight, !play. If you do not want to win a Spawn Quest, do not enter the game. This is for the Spawn Quest. Do you want to be a Spawn Quester? Do you want a gem? This is your opportunity. Your one chance, your moment. Yes. Wish is rich in cats. True story. That is in fact a true story, yes. Yes. That is in fact a true story, yeah. A UFO from space? Yeah. Yeah, this is a space map. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. !play if you'd like to get in the running for a Spawn Quest. Here is your chance. Easy night tonight with only 5 competitors. If you want a chance to win, lurkers, here's your night. Get yourself a quest when it's easy to get. You only got to beat out 5 other people. That's just 4 marbles you have to murder. Pretty good, right? Jay Feather literally over there threatening to murder people. Wow. Wow, Jay. Wow. All right, here we go. Let's see who gets it. Let's find out. Balls go. Go, balls, go. Robert, do we have any quests to review tonight? I just want to make sure. I didn't see any, but I want to make sure. Ari's in the lead right now. Can't wait to be 5th place. Can't wait for you to be 5th place. Let's go. Look at Jay over there staring at you evilly. Yeah. Yeah, Jay does that. Sorry. Yeah. Alright. Well, I guess it depends on how many balls the aliens zap, right? Because the UFO kind of does whatever it wants when it comes to balls. So, you know. Horse Ninja far in the lead right now, but J Feather, oh man, J Feather jumping out to the lead. J Feather was in fact blackmailing all the other balls not to enter. Corey does take 5th place by dying. Oh my gosh, Jay getting caught up in the maze. You had such a commanding lead, Jay, but you're losing it now. Let's see if we can hang on. Ari is now dead. It's now just down to those 3. Jay seems to be stuck on this weird looking hay bale. Looks more like a granite bale. Going off to the side. Oh, Horse Ninja has taken back over the lead. It looks like Jay is behind once again. Got confused by the outer edges of the hay bale. It's just between Jay, Faulty, and Horse Ninja now. Horse Ninja looks like they're under threat by the UFO. Will they get abducted? No, they got by successfully, somehow evading the aliens. J Feather hot on the Horse Ninja's trail. Oh my gosh. Oh, somebody's getting got. It's J Feather. J Feather got. Oh no. Wayward, thank you so much for the 64 months at tier 2. Let's go. J Feather held up by the aliens. Horse Ninja will come in victorious. This time around, J Feather had it in the bag until the aliens said, no, you got aliened. Sorry about that, Jay. Sorry about that. Faulty coming in 3rd place. Horse Ninja, congratulations. Let's go. I'm so sorry, Jay. You got aliened. You know, there's nothing you can do. When you get aliened, you get aliened. What are you gonna do? You know, what are you gonna do? There's nothing really you can do, honestly. It's Wayward. Are you eating spawners already? You just got here. You just got here like a second ago. I'm doing okay, puppy. How you doing tonight? Good to see you, as always. Welcome in. Hope everything's going well in your neighborhood. We're doing a little bit of marbling, doing our spawn quest before we head on. One day I'll be the last person to need the quest, and then I will win. And then you will probably be murdered in the ball again, and then you'll just be like, why? Why, God, why? Good old marbles, I know. They can eat you all you want? Oh, wow. Okay. Alright, well, cool. That works for me. Okay. Alright. So, my wonderful, wonderful horse ninja. Are you ready? Are you ready for your 3 categories that you will get to choose from? Hi, JJ. One of our only spawns right now to have a gem. Only 2 people have one right now. Only 2 people. You have your appointment with your surgeon? Let's go. Congratulations, puppy. Let's go. Hopefully it is good. Hopefully it is good. You are? Alright. Here we go. Horse Ninja, your spawn quest categories for tonight are glitter, writing, or cooking. Glitter, writing, or cooking. You get to choose one of the 3. One of your 3. Where would you like to go with this time? You choose. One of the 3. You get to choose the category, and I will tell you the quest, and then you get to choose. And you get to choose. Yes. Yeah. Your roommate would hate that. That's the point. Yeah. Enjoy your food, JJ. Enjoy. Oh man. I hope it goes well, puppy. Hope. Cooking. Cooking. Fantastic. Horse Ninja. I am a huge fan of the shows like Dives and Bars and all of the shows that show you exactly how great food can be when it's unexpected. Are you familiar with with cooking shows other than the baking off of Britain? Yes, I know, right? Oh, thank you so much, puppy. Hi, werewolf. You know what I mean, horse ninja? Yours is ready when Wayward and Jay are here? Nice. Nice. Any else since I watched the cooking show? Well, you're gonna get familiar with it once again. Here's your request, should you choose to accept it. Horse Ninja, I want you to go to the store on your next shopping trip, and I want you to come up with the most absurd yet delicious, absurd yet delicious snack you can come up with. I want you to combine elements that no one else would think is amazing. And I want you to make the most delicious snack the Spawn Zone has ever seen. And if you can convince people that they should also try out your snack, you will get a gem. That is your Spawn quest. Do you choose to accept the most absurd and yet delicious snack you can think of? You'll try anything once, even skydiving. Yeah. It's totally up to you, Horse Ninja. You can decline, but we would roll again. Do you accept the contract? Challenge has been accepted. The challenge of the absurd but delicious snack has been accepted by Horse Ninja, who has an indefinite amount of time to do whatever they would like to do, but they must convince the Spawn Zone that it is, in fact, a good snack. We're always looking for good snacks around here. Fantastic, and let's go. Let's go. Yay. We love it. All right. And you do have to post the recipe and pictures of it on Discord. That is correct. One of the mods will be making a quest underneath the questing area specifically for you here shortly. Let's go. All right. Okay, so we got JJ and Darkness is complete. All right. Oh my gosh. Alley Cat, yours is ready. Oh my gosh. Are you ready to submit? You are. Hello, Iliad. And on the other limb, gotta duck out. All right, have a good night, Salty. See you next time. Yes? Okay. How many words did you end up doing? For those of you who need a reminder, Alley Cat shows writing. It's a story about arguing with two spawners as to who has the better marble. Heck yeah. Nice. Hi, Skizzle. How's it going? Nice. You're getting dizzy watching it go back and forth, but it's like the pendulum swings. You know what I mean? 1,547. Oh my gosh. Holy crapola. That 1,507, that is a lot. Wow. Man. I know. It's amazing. Wish told you that I'm streaming? No, I'm not. I'm not actually here right now. This is a robot. I'm not actually streaming. Would be good to see an argument between the person in charge of the closet. Yeah, right? I know. Wondering about the boost as well. With Wishikins, what does the Wishikins do? And why? Why does the Wishikins do? You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. Alright. Did you make this a Google document, Alley Cat? How did this roll? How did this roll? Because you fell asleep and took a nap. Well, yeah, that happens. Sometimes those surprise naps come out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden it's an hour later. It's a Word document. If you put it into a Google Doc, that's way easier because you can share that without anybody having to download anything. Cassie not here. They might be around. Cassie might be around. Cassie come, Cassie go. You know what I mean? They're always around somewhere. You got awoken by candy because you didn't finish dinner. It's you can't go to sleep for that. Cassie is making food. Mankif. Cassie is mankif food. Yeah. Who doesn't like a good mankif, honestly? Yeah. 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 Okay. Allie, when you got that link, post it over on Discord so I can bring it up. Do I have any tips for 29s in Star Trek Fleet Command that can help you grow faster? Yes. You want to grab a hold of mom and dad's credit card. And then you want to run up as many charges as humanly possible before they know.
Forget all your fears. I'm standing right here.
Getting canceled live on television. No, you just have to follow the free to play path. That's all you can do. Or bribe mom and dad. That's all you can do. Honestly, I've been trying to bribe Cassie to give me Star Trek money for weeks, and they keep telling me they will only give me bits when I am responsible with them. That's why I don't get bits anymore. So I don't know how to be responsible with bits. It's true. I know. Yeah. So nothing I can do. Listen, some of us are good at being responsible. Some of us are not. My cat decided my attention was lacking, and now your Frog Knight hoodie. You just want it covered in fur? Good. That's actually how the hoodie was intended to be worn. Yeah. Yeah, we actually intended that to be worn with nothing but cat fur. It's just nothing but cat fur the whole way down. Yeah. I get bits when you want to tell puns. Well, that's well, not boo. Just boo. That's all I got. Yeah. Shedding is a feature, not a bug. Exactly. Yeah. Now you know. That's actually how the whole thing works. Yeah. Yeah. The fur is attracted to the hoodie, and that's how you know that you're wearing it properly. If the if the hoodie that you've got attracts fur, it means it was well crafted, well made, as only the finest cat hoodies do. Yeah. Yeah. True. Yeah. Well, yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah. I know. All right. So, Alley Cat, do you have that link available? You got it? Okay. Let's see. Oh man. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. This is a story. Holy crap. Where is Dove when I need her? Okay. All right. Let's see here. Do this and do this. Okay. This is amazing. Okay. Here we go. Window. Window capture. There we go. Okay. Window capture. Okay. Actually, if I do this, that's actually probably smarter. I'll do that. Drop this down to here. Wish you owe me a Dutch pepper, by the way. Okay. There we go. All right. So, okay. There we go. Let's see. Let's see. Make this a little bit bigger as well. The control. You owe me a Dr. Pepper, Wish. There we go. Okay. Make it a little bit bigger. All right, there we go. Wow, this is a lot of words. This is 4 pages. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, guess we get a dramatic reading tonight. If you had a Dr. Pepper, you would not share it. Wow. Well, mods love me until they don't. Okay. Here we go. The unmistakable sound of floodlights shutting down one by one echoes throughout the arena. The once jaunty crowd is quickly hushed in anticipation. Just as dramatically, the area lights darkened. A single spotlight now beams down to the center. The only thing caught in its light, a pedestal with a mouse. He is on 2 legs, and his attire is one of a distinguished gentleman with a tailcoat, top hat, and monocle. He stands proudly. In another setting, he could be mistaken for the ringmaster of a dapper circus. The crowd is silent, a rare occurrence indeed. The mouse eyes the crowd. If it not for the jumbotrons overhead, not a soul could see his tiny movement. Despite not moving his mouth, a clear, human-sounding voice is heard clearly throughout the venue. Fellow friends of the Spawn Zone, we are here to see to a matter that could not be settled without witness. Be with me in this proceeding and hold that my ruling is in the best interest of our community. He pauses, and when the mouse heard no objections, he continued. Today, we will hear the voices of 3 members we all know well. Each one claims to have the better marble, with no apparent end to their boasting. Allow me to introduce the disputants, though their faces should not be unfamiliar to us. The mouse gestures out of the ring on the stage in front of him, still currently dark. A new spotlight flips on. Introducing the Wayward Gamer, Eater of Toes, henceforth referred to as Wayward. A mischievous giggling is heard from the being now illuminated by the light. Another click. Jay Featherstick. The mouse pauses for a beat before reading off the next line quickly. Do I really have to give the title of accomplishment, henceforth referred to as Jay? Now, with all eyes on her, Jay attempts to keep a stoic facade, but it's clear she's nervous. She gives a quick nod and small smile, cueing the mouse to continue. The final light shines onto the stage. Steve in Spawns. The mouse stops, looking at the page with a disgruntled face, sighs, and continues. Supreme leader of the Spawn Zone, vanquisher of bigots, named sexiest spawner 6 years in a row, and overall great guy. The mouse takes a breath, henceforth referred to as Steve. The man beams out to the crowd. Thank you all, spawners, for being here to validate what we all know to be. He's cut off by a clearing of the throat. Suddenly looking bashful, Steve quickly changes pace. Thank you, sir, for taking the time to introduce us. Please continue with the holdings. The mouse wastes no time in starting. Each participant will give their best case in a calm and orderly manner. At the end, I will give my ruling to whose marble are the best. That ruling will be final. I am the selected arbiter for the Court of Grievances. Complaints, duels. Complaints and duels. Are we in understanding? The mouse looks down his nose to the group, and a chorus of affirmations are heard. All right, your order of defense was chosen by lottery, and Jay now has the floor. She takes a deep breath and, with newfound determination not seen minutes before, speaks. I just wanted to clarify that I had no intentions of letting this disagreement get this out of hand. She pauses for emphasis. However, do not mistake this as me backing down. I firmly believe what I came here to defend. My marbles are the best. A giggle is heard from her right, Wayward unable to keep her composure. Jay carries on. Not letting not letting her adversary dispute or disrupt the start of her path to victory, I have compiled empirical evidence on the subject. The screen above the stage now displays easy to read yet informative charts and graphs with a small corner still showing the stage. Jay compels the audience in a strong, assertive explanation to each figure. She shows that based on the information gathered, her marble not only performs better physically, but are preferred by spawn zones in terms of aesthetics. Though the delivery, Steve is seen rolling his eyes and quietly scoffing. Wayward, on the other hand, has her eyes out to the audience for purposes unknown. I implore you to see the clear evidence before you, Arbiter, and name my marbles better than anyone else's. Jay looks to the mouse, who stayed standing during the presentation. In thoughtful contemplation, with paws on his walking stick. He has a walking stick. He politely thanks Jay and makes an announcement. We will now recess for 30 minutes for entertainment. A group from the Hallucinogenic Frogs will give an a cappella performance of 90s throwbacks. Refreshments are available in the lobby, as well as Spawn Zone merch. It shall be noted that Wayward Jay and Steve are not to speak to anyone or leave the stage during this time. Thank you. But wait. I wanted P. Steve is cut off. His mic is turned off. The mouse clambers down his pedestal, muttering what can only be an alphabetical list of cheeses. A colorful array of frogs wearing squid hats pop upon the stage and start their rendition of I'm Yours by Jason Mraz. The halls of the arena are alive with the sound. Chatter, gossip, and laughter. Oh boy. Eventually the crowd starts filtering back into their seats. I could never read for a living. And the mouse climbs back onto the pedestal. As his spotlight flips on, he isn't facing the crowd. He glances back to the camera, eyes widening. He yelps, quickly using a handkerchief to wipe his mouth of cheese, now properly in frame of the Jumbotron. He clears his throat and addresses the spawn zone. Now, with the hearing back in session, Wayward now has the right to present her defense. You're at this, Wayward perks up, smirking, a smirk playing at her lips. Yes, thank you, Arbiter. She winks to the mouse, who remains unfazed. Hello, lovelies. Jay had a nice argument. I'll give her that. But what her carefully curated number and charts failed to account for was passion. The way their marble stumbles the course is nothing compared to how my marble always slides down the track with grace. Objection, Arbiter. Wayward is attempting to seduce the audience. I request she be removed from this conversation. Steve injected suddenly. Wayward gives him a sly smirk. The mouse sighs. Steve, this is not that kind of court. Either way, the audience has no say in the outcome of the ruling. The decision is mine alone. So, how Wayward addresses the rest of the spawn zone is no consequence. Let us proceed. Wayward then continued her speech, moving around so much that the camera had a hard time keeping up. As she finishes, she gives a dramatic bow. The mouse clears his throat once more while polishing his monocle. Thank you, Wayward, for that, descriptive defense of your marble. He returns to the monocle to its proper place. Steve, it is now your turn. Right. We all know this hearing is just a formality, he states, getting right into it. My marbles are obviously the best. This honestly is an insult. Who is the leader of the spawn zone? No one else should even have a claim to the best marble. And I'm the one who runs this Steve, his Steve cut off by Wayward's laughter. Please, if it weren't for the mods, you wouldn't even be able to afford a slice of pizza left on a New York City subway. I am perfectly capable streamer, Wayward, Steve bites back. I could keep chat and check better if you didn't constantly ask to that's enough, barked the mouse. Wayward, I did not let Steve interrupt you, so I ask you do not interrupt him. However, Steve. Oops, I jumped too far. I cannot let you make such blatantly false claims. It's not false. The mouse raised a tiny eyebrow at this and twitched his whiskers. He removes a small remote control from one of his pockets and presses a button. The screens are now replaced with a clip from a marble stream provided by AlleyCat17. Yes, that's so nice of you, Steve was addressing kind words a viewer had said from the spawn zone. Thank you for saying that. Honestly, it's all Mouse. I'm an asshole, but Mouse is amazing. Mouse makes me look good, you know what I mean? All eyes are on Steve as the next words come. Let's all praise the mouse. Steve blinks. All right, I'll retract my earlier statement. May I carry on? He grumbled. The mouse nodded. Steve then continued on with the declaration of why his balls were better. When finished, his face was pink with emotion, but he was grinning. All right, I will need a moment to mull over everyone's words. The mouse leaned onto his walking stick and closed his eyes. Everyone in the venue had their eyes on him, waiting with great anticipation. They all sat there for roughly 20 seconds before his eyes flashed open. I have my conclusion, declared the mouse, of Wayward, Jay, or Steve, the spawner, with the best marble. The mouse was cut off by the entire building trembling. A deep bellowing alarm, along with lights, flashes. PB's voice echoes across the arena. A giant panda is attacking the city. Please calmly follow the illuminated guide arrows to the exit the building and evacuate. Another stronger rumble shakes the building, now causing dust to fall. Everyone is panicked. That was perfect. That was honestly good. I am a huge fan of Spawn Zone fanfiction. And of course, Panda breaks everything once again. Gosh. Darn it. This was by AlleyCat17. Exactly how I imagined it. Yes, it does make total sense, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. All right. Oh my gosh. That was an amazing story. Chat, you know what you must do now. Mods, we're gonna put up a 60-second timer. Chat, it's up to you. Did AlleyCat fulfill her duty and complete the Spawn Zone quest? If you answer yes, she will be given a gem and allowed into the VIP area of Discord, along with the prize of the once a month Steve get together. If you say no, then the quest goes back, is declined, and must happen again. Everyone who says no should be exited. I should be exiled. That's funny. Let's see. Did Alley Cat complete their duties? Yes or no? Vote now. I've not written anything ever. Nicely done, Alley Cat. That was really good. You had a lot of nuances in there, especially for someone who's never written anything. Well done. Oh, well done. that was phenomenal. Mouse as one of the central character of the story. What did you think? The imagery, the suspense. I know, and PB making a guest appearance at the end, right? 2 people voted no. Man, Cassie's looking for you now. Oh man, very creative. I know. I did. I can't vote no on your own thing. With 89% of the spawn zone, yes, has it. Congratulations to AlleyCat17. Carpet. To AlleyCat17 becoming our 3rd rightful gem. Congratulations. Can we expect more of the best marble? Will there is there a to be continued on that? Yeah. It was a quest that was given out to the channel, Ilya. A sequel, yes. Well, I guess a continuation, not really a sequel. Part 2, please. People already clamoring for the follow-up to what happens next. My gosh. that was a pretty great story. There were some details in there I just about died to. That was phenomenal. Oh my gosh. Okay. Fantastic. Clearly it's all a ruse. The mouse will have the best marble. Yes, obviously. Yes. Indeed. Continuation. Wayward and you have to get out safely. One of us gets stuck, but the other one comes to the rescue. And then you get married. All right, Allie, there you go. There's your next story to write. Oh my gosh. That is phenomenal. Okay. All right. Okay. Help me, step bro. I'm stuck. I don't think it's that kind of no, not that. No, not that kind of story. That's a different one. No. One for the toes. Yeah, one to get all the toes. Pretty much, I think, is the next step in all that. Yeah. Yeah. Gosh. No, Twitch would not approve of that one. No, no, they would not. All right, with all that reading, I need to go and get some water. So that's exactly what I'm going to go do. I'm going to get a drink of water. Y'all entertain yourselves. Then we come back. We're going to watch some videos and learn some more about music theory. Stay tuned, everybody. I'll be right back. Mouse. I see you were doing mouse things. Mouse. Exclamation mark enter if you'd like to win a piece of free Spawn Zone merchandise. This is a treat from Mr. Mouse himself, Mr. Mouseykins. You can win a piece of merchandise, and then you enter your shipping address, and it's sent right to you.
When Napoleon Bonaparte died in exile, they cut off his reproductive organ and gave it to the local parish priest. The priest later sold it to raise money for his parish, and it's been sold and resold down through the centuries, and to this day there are 3 people who claim to own Napoleon's reproductive organ. No one knows why this happened, and it's not the important part of the story. The important part is, who the heck do those other 2 eggplants belong to? Hashtag wish fact.
And there's your wish fact for tonight, everybody. Okay. Well, now we know more about Napoleon's penis, so that's exciting. What in the heck and heck? What in the heck and heck? Yep, that's a thing. That's an actual thing that happened. Yep. Thank you, Wish, for the 500 biddies. And exclamation mark enter if you'd like to perhaps win some Spawn Zone merchandise, courtesy of Mousy Mouse. Let's go, Mousy Mouse. Let's go. I know, right, Fox? Lovely. Now you know. Now you know. And here we go. Alley Cat and Quietly and Gale have won. That was a mod rigged giveaway right there. Let's go. Mousy rigging it for the mods. Quietly, Alley Cat and Gale coming in getting some stuff. Let's go. Congratulations, y'all. Congratulations. Let's go. We love to see it. We love to see it. Let's go. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Nicely done. There we go. Okay, cool. Right. Okay. Hope you're ready to learn. We're ready to learn some stuff. I know. Mousy's the best. I know. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
Hi, I really like this teaching style and you feel like it's really helpful for you. I do have a paid course, and this video is actually part of that paid course. So if you want to keep going, you got some options, and I'll tell you about it at the end of this video. But let's get right into the music theory.
Learning Music
By the end
101.
of this music theory section of the course, this whole piano roll and keyboard won't be so intimidating anymore, and you'll know your way around it just like a pro. A piano roll may look like a lot of notes, but it's really just 12 notes that repeat over and over. You'll get the hang of it in no time. Okay, so let's start with the notes. All music is made up of 12 notes. The white keys, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and the black keys, B flat, D flat, E flat, F sharp, and A flat. The distance between 2 notes that are right next to each other is referred to as a half step. So for example, from A to B flat, this is a half step. And the distance between 2 notes that are 1 note away from each other is called a whole step. So from A to B is a whole step, but from B to B flat is a half step. Whole step, half step.
Okay.
Now all of these black notes,
Whatever people want, Ilya.
either sharps or flats. To keep it simple for this course, we're going to refer to all of them as flats except for F sharp right here. So an easy way to remember the names of the black notes is start with a white note like B, for example, and then if you fall down flat from B, that's a B flat. So for example, E, if we fall down flat a half step, that's E flat. So there's A, and a half step below that is A flat, B, then there's B flat, D has D flat below it, E has E flat below it, and then for F sharp, it can be either G flat or it can be F sharp. But it's more simple just to call them all flats except for F sharp. That's the way a lot of music is written and notated anyway, so it'll keep things simple for you. So let's just review the names of all the notes really quickly. We have A, B flat, B, C, D flat, D, E flat, E, F, F sharp, G, A flat, and then back to A. From this A to this A, that's called an octave. Octaves are 12 notes apart. They're also the
He's
same
really
note,
going
but
back
just
through the whole
higher,
thing,
one
huh?
is just lower. The reason why these notes sound the same is because this A is at 440 hertz and this A is at 880 hertz. So it doubles as it goes up and it gets cut in half as it goes down. So now that you know the 12 notes that
Actually
all
didn't know that.
Western music is made up of, it's time to start learning scales. I think of this as what notes sound good together chronologically. Just to make things easy for you, it's helpful to remember that the black notes are in sets of 3 and sets of 2. Now if you go to any set of 2 black notes on the piano and just go to the first white note to the left of those, so this note, that's the C note. So this is C, this is C, this is C. They're all an octave apart, and they're all the first white note directly to the left of these 2 black notes. Starting with the C scale is really easy because the C major scale is all the white notes in a row starting with C. So we have C, D,
Hi, Pentatonics.
F, G, A, B, and then back to C. Now in music theory, each of these notes are numbered. This is called the Nashville number system, and it's going to be really, really helpful to learn this, especially when we get into chords. So for the C major scale, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 notes. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then back to C. An easy way to remember the major scale is that it starts on the root note, it skips one note, it skips one note.
Look, there's a bouncing red star.
It skips one note,
Perfect.
skips one note, skips one note. So it's skip, skip, over one, skip, skip, skip. Or in musical terms like we learned earlier, the first thing you do is you go a whole step, then another whole step, then a half step, then whole step, whole step, whole step. So starting on the root, it's whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step. It's a pretty simple pattern to remember. And remember, a whole step is going from one note and then skipping a note, and a half step is just going right up to the next note, or right down to the next note. Half step, whole step. The other important scale you'll need to know is the minor scale. It's super easy to get the hang of, especially after you've already learned the major scale.
I feel like it's not as easy to get hold of.
Down a half step. So if you remember, the C major scale is all of these notes. And the C minor scale is going to be just these notes instead. So that's C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat. The pattern for this one is even easier to remember. The scale is you start on the root note, then you go whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step, and then whole step. It's whole, half, whole, half, whole. So we start on the root note, whole, half, whole, whole, half, whole. Remember, whole step is when you skip a note, so from C to D, and half step is notes right next to each other, like D and D flat. Now, it is essential that you commit these to memory because they're going to be the foundation for all the chords and melodies.
I feel like it's easier to learn things when you're young than it is when you're older.
This is also going to help you be able to write and play songs in any key. Because
Can your brain remember all of these things?
Same no matter what key you're playing in. For example, if we want to play the major scale in the key of A, it's still going to be whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step. Or the A minor scale is still going to be from the root note, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step. This is why it's so important for you to learn the formula and not just the scale in one single key. If you learn the right distance between the notes, then you can play these scales in any key.
Well, the interesting thing is that, Ilya, that you just have to learn on the keyboard and you can move that to any instrument. They're all the same as far as music theory goes.
What a chord is. The definition of a chord is a group of typically 3 or more notes sounded together as a basis of harmony. If this sounds complicated to you, don't worry, we are going to simplify. I like to think of basic chords as 3 notes played at the same time. Remember that each of the notes in a scale are numbered, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the C major scale. Remember, we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So to play a major chord, we're just going to play the first, third, and fifth notes of that scale at the same time. So in the C major scale, that's these notes. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're just going to play the 1, 3, and 5 notes. This is a C major chord. Now, what do we do if we want to make this chord minor? Remember, in the C minor scale, we lowered the 3rd, 6th, and 7th notes by a half step. But since we're only learning triads right now, meaning 3-note chords, we're just going to change this third note down a half step. So that's a C minor chord. We have C major. And then if you just move that 3 note right here, the 1, 2, 3, that note down a half step, that's a C minor. Major, minor. Notice that it's only a 1-note difference, but this 1-note difference is the difference between a chord sounding happy or a chord sounding sad. Hopefully
Interesting.
you're kind of beginning to see just how powerful music theory is. And this is why it's so important for you to learn. Okay, now that we know which notes are which,
Minor
and
sad, major
scales
happy.
are, and how to play major and minor chords, it's time for us to learn chord progressions. This is where things actually start to get really exciting. Chord progressions, melodies, and lyrics are how we tell a story with music. You can use chord progressions to pull on people's heartstrings and make them feel a certain way, both positive and negative. They're extremely powerful. I like to think of them as the foundation of the story, and they kind of start to tell you how you should feel. They set the mood of the song. Lyrics communicate ideas more literally, but the chord progression and melody can tell a whole story on their own. If you don't believe me, just listen to Clair de Lune by Claude Debussy. Or Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven. They're able to transfer you to another world without saying a single word. Now, we won't really be making any classical music, but it's a great example to demonstrate just how powerful chord progressions are. And chord progressions
Music
are
powerful.
super simple
Got it,
once you
chat.
get the hang of them, so just stick with me. Remember the notes to a scale and how each of those notes have a number to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. C is 1, D is 2, E is 3, and so on. Well, there's a chord that you can play for each one of these notes, or for each one of these numbers. So not just a single note, but 3 notes starting with that root note. So we're going to learn the chord for each of the first 6 notes. I know that there are 7 notes, but you really only need to learn the chord that corresponds with each of the first 6. We already learned the shapes of major chords and minor chords, so we just have to learn the order the chords go in while we're
You just
playing
have to
them.
remember these
Learning the
85
chords that
things.
work in the key of C is going to unleash the ability in you to be able to play most songs that you hear on the radio or the Spotify Top 100. For example, after learning these chords, you can play All of Me by John Legend. All of me loves all of you, all your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. So each one of those chords I just played is in the key of C. And if you look at the root note of those chords that I just played, it's C, A, D, G, but there's a chord that branches off of each of these notes. So C major, A minor, D minor, and then G major. So let's start with C, and let's look at
Right?
each chord that branches
Pentatonics?
off of these notes going up. So first we have C major, and then we have D minor.
Okay, you lost me at pushing the first 2 buttons. Where do I go?
This is just a C major scale walking up, but we're playing a chord for each one of these notes. So that root note stays the same, and we're just branching off of it each time. So C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, and then we can go back to C. So the order going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is major, minor, minor, major, major, minor. And that's it. If you
God,
learn
that's hard
just
to
these
remember.
6 chords, you have the foundation to be able to communicate musically. So just to recap, the 1 chord is always major, the 2 chord is minor, the 3 chord is minor, the 4 chord is major, the 5 chord is major, and the 6th chord is minor. Major, minor, minor, major, major, minor. Now, a chord progression is just a series of chords played in a certain order. For example, All of Me by John Legend. It's the 1 chord, and then it's the 6th chord, and then it's the 2 chord, and then it's the 5 chord. So it's just 1, 6, 2, 5. And we're just building a
That's all
chord
you have
out of
to
each
do
of
to
those
make a
notes.
hit song. Just go 1625, and then bam, millions of dollars.
Or 251. That's a very common jazz theme or jazz progression. It's also the chords to Sunday Morning by Maroon 5. Now, I really want you guys to get used to referring to the chords as numbers instead of calling out the name of each chord individually. This is what the pros do, especially professional musicians, because it's a lot easier in a live scenario to just call out the numbers and you can follow along as long as you know what key the song is in. So we can do that 2-5-1 progression in the key of A. Remember, if we're in the A major scale, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the 2 note is B, and we know that the 2 chord is always going to be minor. So B minor
Okay.
is the 2. And then if we count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He's going through 3 different things.
Chord,
He is going through a lot.
1 chord is A. So 2.
It's kind of like a whole like semester of music learning in 30 minutes.
In any key that we want. Let's say that we're in G. The 2 note is A. We know that it's minor. The 5 note is D. We know that it's major. And then back to the 1.
Let's see if I can find something while he's talking here real quick. There's a fascinating thing though.
The reason why this is really worth putting some time into is because this is what separates amateurs from the experts and the professionals. Every professional musician that I know can use the Nashville number system. Let's go back to the key of C really quick. Here's another common progression. 1, 5, 6, and 4. That's Let It Be by the Beatles. When I
Let it be.
myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me. Or don't stop believing. And so many other songs. Hopefully now you're really starting to understand the power of music theory. Learning this
It
number
is
system
powerful.
will give you the power and the freedom to be able to write incredible music for the rest of your life. And it doesn't take that long to learn. So it's worth a little bit of effort right now. Real quick, if you're learning something or you're just enjoying the
I
video,
think it
I would
does,
love for you
though.
to consider subscribing and giving me the chance to help you make the best music that you're capable of. It's totally free and it could really help you out a lot. Okay, back to the video. Now that we know the basics, it's time to spice things up.
So
So we
check this
take the
out.
classic C major chord and
So here's something that I saw on a show that really was fascinating. It led me down a rabbit hole of learning. Have y'all ever seen this? It's from the HBO series Vinyl. Check out this clip. This is amazing to watch. Like if you've never seen how powerful small bits of music are, check this out. Hey, what's up, Alicia? Thank you for 33 months.
Hey oh 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 oh.
You actually do that shit? Fuck no. I don't drink Cabernet. That's alright, isn't it?
It's Mississippi Queen
What?
by Mountain.
Yeah, kinda is. Oh, fuck this, there's no more notes.
You serious?
Yeah, I'm fucking serious. We tried every progression, we're dry, man.
What if we do the sea shanty thing? Like, we just...
EAB.
What?
EAB. Play it.
1, 4, 5? How about I just play chopsticks?
Give me the guitar.
What?
Give me the fucking guitar. Everything has a foundation. Shakespeare sonnet, a bookcase, the Empire fucking State Building. E. A. B. Maybelline, why can't it be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't it be true? You done started back doing the things you used to do. Start with that framework, embellish it a little. Come on, baby, let's do the twist. Come on, baby, let's do the twist. Take me by my little hand and go like this. say right now? Tell me what I say. Tell me what I say. Tell me what I say.
Hello, Pandana.
In the summertime when the weather is hot, I don't know these words, something about the sky. When the weather is fine, got a woman on your mind. Goose. Go around the world with a woman like you. Ain't no thing that we won't do.
Music is amazing, and it's just the same 3 chords.
Sell my soul if you want me to. Down with the devil, have a drink or two. Round the world with a woman like you. Ain't no thing that we won't do. Hey girl, I want you. Hey girl, I want you. Straight up rock and roll. 737 coming out of the sky. Won't you take me down to Memphis on a midnight ride? I wanna move. Playing in a traveling band.
It was very popular back then, yeah.
Across the land, trying to get a hand. Playing in a traveling band. That's a skeleton. Everyone's got one. Then you have the flesh, the hair, the eyes. You do that, then you got a song. You get some air.
Wait, hey. I knew all those songs except one, the second to last, Woman Like You.
Yeah, what's that?
Just write what you feel, boys. It ain't magic.
I love that. I love that part of the show because it was a great way of exemplifying what music is and why learning this kind of stuff is so impressive. Uh, the way that we use the same chords over and over again. One of the funny things about one of my favorite artists being Marshmallows is that he uses the same ones over and over and over for quite a few of his tunes, and but they always sound different every single time, and it's just because of the flair that he puts on it, which to me is it's interesting. There's also another one that a different one too. I believe it's a pretty famous one. I think it's the Axis of Awesome. Is that the one that did it? I think. Yeah, where it's the same one. Yeah. DAVG. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, here it is. The 4 chord song, exactly. Have y'all ever seen this one? It's pretty great, actually. All true, by the way. They're not embellishing here at all.
Recognize this? Yeah, that's Don't Stop Believing by Journey. And the cast of Glee. Yeah, there's a
It's
few
pretty great.
from the same chords. Check it out. My life is brilliant. My love is pure.
Watch how this works.
I saw an angel. Of that I'm sure. People killing, people dying, children hurt, and you hear them crying. Can you practice what you preach?
You ever want to learn how powerful a couple of chords are? Same song.
Forget you if I could, then I would. I'd go wherever you will go. Do you feel the love tonight?
Same chords, add some guitar.
Nobody wants to see us together, but it don't matter, no. I got you. Take me home to the place where I belong. I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you until you love me. Paparazzi. I can't believe with
Still amazes me every time.
Pictures of me hung upon your wall for the world to see.
And she will be loved. Yeah, she will be loved.
When I find myself in
Just-
times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me.
No woman, no cry.
Yeah, Mama, this surely is a dream.
I come from a land down under. Red, white, and blue. Funny things you do. America, America, this is you.
Oh, it's pretty great,
They
Alicia.
say that Taylor was a good girl, never one to be late. Complaint, express ideas in her
I
brain.
need some love like I've never needed love before. I'm gonna make love to your baby.
Take on me
When I come around.
take me on
When I come around.
be gone when I want to. Save tonight.
Take a lot to drag me
And
away.
fight the break of dawn
There's
come.
There's nothing that 100 men or more
I'll
can
be
ever
gone. Here I am once again. I'm torn into pieces, can't deny it, can't pretend. Just thought you were the one in my head. I see you all over me in my head. You fulfill my fantasy in my head.
on my rage. I am still just a
What if God was one of us?
Tell me why'd you have to go make things so complicated?
Isn't it pretty interesting though, Penta? It's just literally the same chords.
Just playing with me. Well, that's okay, 'cause I got no self-esteem. With 1,000 eyes and a good disguise. Hit 'em right between the eyes. Hit 'em right between the
You're
eyes.
so beautiful, so damn beautiful.
Too late to apologize. Too late.
Just gonna stand there and watch me burn. That's alright because I like the way it hurts.
It's my life. It's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever.
Can't read my, no he can't
Just-
read my poker face.
Come on, Bobby, let's go party.
How long will I slide? Separate my double rainbow all the way across the sky. Yeah, yeah.
Auto-tune.
So intense. Enjoy yourself. Take only what you need from it. A family of trees wanted.
Acquaintance be forgot.
And never brought to mind.
I'm more than a boat. I'm more than a plane. I'm a bird plane. I'm a bird plane. A motherfucking bird plane.
Doesn't that sound familiar? Doesn't that hit too close to home? Doesn't that make you shiver? The way that things have gone. Doesn't that seem peculiar? 'Cause everyone wants to live so
A motherfucking
far,
bird
it's
plane.
something I do remember to never go this far. That's all it takes to be a star.
Chord progression is amazing, and it just literally that's how powerful music is, and I think that's why it's so simplistic and yet hard to learn. Because you can do that over and over and over. You can have the same chords, but it's just different songs. It's just depending on where it goes, and I think that is. There's been a lot of different ones. There's some other ones too. Oh yeah, so check this out. If you've never seen this, so check this out. This was a really interesting one as well. Have you ever heard of the 10 emotions?
Today I'm going to make 10 chord progressions that hit 10 different emotions. for this, and it plays the 5, 6, 7, and 1 chord in that scale. Let's add the 5th, and then let's add the 3rd. In their most basic form, they sound like this. Now, to extract all the sweet and joyful emotion out of these chords, I like to add 2 pedal notes. One on the 7th note of the scale, and then one on the 3rd note of the scale. I also like to take the thirds and put them up an octave. Then we get this beautiful sound. And then for maximum emotion extraction, add a vocal.
Whatever you did, can you do it some more now? Swear you got me falling for you as I lay.
Right in the feels. That hit me right in the feels. This next progression is...
It does make your skin crawl in the back too. That's weird.
One of the most common chord progressions in music. This progression uses the B minor scale and uses the 6, 7, and 1 chord, and then it goes back to the 7. In their basic form, they sound like this. When I use these chords, I'm almost always going to put the thirds up an octave. Did you know that if you don't know how to revoice your chords to make them sound better, I added a new course to my EDM bootcamp program below, or a really minor, depending on what type of melody you use. So if we write a very simple melody that's rooted in the minor scale, we can make the emotion even more serious and deep.
Amazing how that works, huh?
What's fascinating about this progression is if you took this melody and rooted it in the major scale, the harmony we get is more happy and uplifting.
I don't really like to advertise myself, Ilya. It's not why I'm there.
This next progression is tense and suspenseful. And here's the crazy thing. It only uses 1 chord. Yes, you could have a progression that only uses 1 chord. You can root this chord on any note. I'm going to use G. I'm going to make it really long. I'm going to make a G minor chord. And as always, make sure to pick a sound that matches the mood that you're going for. These type of progressions are so much fun because you could drop a bass down and create maximal emotion with a simple harmony. That is tense! This next progression is great.
I did feel like someone was about to die right there.
G minor scale and the 1,
Real sad.
7, 4, and then back up to the 6. In its basic form, they sound like this. But when I make chords, I need maximal extraction of the emotion. So I'm going to take the thirds of each chord and put it up an octave. And then I'm going to add a touch more sadness by adding a pedal tone on the tonic.
I like how they have the VH1 bubbles in this video.
I think I might start tearing up. This next progression is the perfect feel-good euphoric progression. If you ever want to make a feel-good track, just use these chords. We're going to step into the B minor scale and use the 6, 3, the 7, and then the 1. In their most basic form, they sound like this. But we need to extract
Yeah, that does
maximum
sound happy.
emotion out of these chords. So I'm going to take the third out of each chord and put it up an octave. Next, I'm going to add 2 pedal tones, one on the third, and then the next pedal tone 5 steps above that. And I'm going to add one more note that I know will sound good. These chords are the meaning of life. Real quick, I have to add drums to these. Enhance the chords.
I don't know. These are.
We just made these beautiful chords come to life. Here's a similar progression, but more of a touch of sadness and sorrow instead of just being overly joyful. I have a sad synth sound here. We're going to step into the G sharp minor scale, and I'm going to use the 6, 1, 7, and 5, and in their basic form, these chords sound like this. They actually sound pretty good in their basic form. Like, I would use them like that. But the other side of me would totally mess them up, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull these thirds up an octave. I love when the third note of the chord is on top of the chord. I'm also going to add a pedal tone on the third note of the scale. And then another pedal tone 5 steps above that. That is magic. This next progression is one I'd use in a...
He's not wrong, though. These actually do got the emotions.
A touch of darker tones. For this one, use a
I'm
darker
being
sounding
pretentious.
synth. We're going to step into the G minor
The funny
scale,
thing
and
is,
we're gonna
like,
make the first chord on the 1. You're going to
learning more and more about, like, how
then you're gonna go down
the
to
industry
6,
does this
and then put the last chord
is
on the
fascinating.
4. In basic form, they sound like this. Notice how this progression starts with a minor chord and then ends with a minor chord. It's a great way to get a really deep minor sound. As always, I'm going to take these thirds and put them up an octave. But I'm going to go one step farther, and I'm going to take another synth sound and double that third note. Doubling any note of the chords will enhance that note. So if we play it back with some bass and drums, we get this sound. I even added this vocal here because making music is pretty cool. I'm sorry, guy. I can't sing. I really... Now for this next progression, we're going to use the same sound, but add a shade of happiness. So we're going to get like a happy, pumped up progression. This progression uses the G minor scale, and we're going to take the 1 chord and stretch it out halfway through the 4-bar loop. But instead of going down like last time, we're going to go up to the 3rd chord of the scale, and then back down to the 6th chord of the scale. And in basic form, we get this sound. But I like to mess things up. These chords were weird. I actually took the 3rd out of these. I took another synth sound and doubled the 5th. Doubled or layered, whatever you want to call it. I added some bass, drums, that same vocal from last time, and then we get this sound. Wasn't that electric? Like, I wish it was a song that I can play right now and go to the gym and jam to. This next progression is mega relaxed and chill. This one's almost all about the sound we use, because with chill songs, you can virtually use any progression just as long as the sound is super deep and chill. I have this nice soft piano. I'm going to use the C minor scale for this one. We're going to start on the 6, go up to the 1, and then down to the 7 chord. We're going to stretch this 7 chord and back on the 1. In basic form, these chords sound like this.
It was almost Take On Me. Almost.
But I'm going to revoice them and make them sound good. But keep in mind, getting that chill, relaxed sound has a lot to do with the atmosphere and the sounds you're using. So I added this mystic drone that's hitting the tonic of the scale. And when it harmonizes with the chord progression, it sounds like this. Isn't that beautiful? It's actually took these chords and converted them to a synth to see if I could make that same chill vibe using a synth and a little drum beat. Sounds like this. This final chord progression is my all-time favorite chord progression. The unique part about this progression is that it is only major chords. So there's no minor chords in the whole thing. That means the resulting sound can't get much more cheerful. Here we go. This progression uses a major scale and it uses the 4 chord, the 5, and it goes down to the 1. All major chords. So in basic form, it sounds like this.
I do feel happy you're listening to that.
I love to extract every ounce of happiness out of these chords. And the way I do it with these is with a pedal tone on the tonic. I like to get rid of the 3rd and the 5th. And I'll take the bass notes and put them up an octave. And then I grab this pedal tone, double it, and then we get this sound. But it doesn't stop there. This is one of the prettiest progressions to do weird things with. I went and
To do
added
weird
this
things
weird
with.
effect called Portal, and I got this sound.
Wild Thing uses the same things? Yeah.
I recorded that weird effect, chopped it up, and I did this. I added these mystical vocals. And then I dropped a sick beat and a nice big bass line. It doesn't get better than the 4-5-1 in the major scale. That's a video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Check out my 6-week music.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy the way you can literally just continually make stuff up. It has to be my most favorite part of all this. And part of what I want to get to with stream as well is I feel like once we get to the point where we can just have fun with music, I think it will make for some good streams. And that's why I'm so invested in how interesting it is. It is neat, right? Emotions are neat. Emotions are very neat. Just the way that continues. Apparently, Ed Sheeran was talking about how is it CGAF? I think CGAF. I think is what Ed Sheeran and Taylor Swift use for almost every song. That you can basically sing every Ed Sheeran or Taylor Swift song if you can master those 4 chords. It's interesting the way that they're so different, but they're not. It's wild. And then my ultimate goal is
Let's
this.
make a freaking perfect remake of Happier. Pick a kick. No. No. Yes. Trap snare. Then just sprinkle it with some hi-hats. Next step is our bass. Obviously you could add a classic gritty bass with some OTT on it, but no, not this time. What we do this time is add the same gritty bass, but remove
reproduced it, the entire thing. It's crazy. It's pretty cool. What's this?
Let's make 4 levels of chord progressions from noob to pro to hacker to expert, so you can know if you suck at this or not. And at the
It is a little drum beat breakdown that does it, and it's literally in every Marshmallow song too. It's literally it is a break. It's that little drum beat break in the middle. It's the distorted sounds in the background. I also learned that a lot of what makes Marshmallow songs is that he uses a lot of ambient sound. You don't really pay attention to it because you're focused on the vocals, because he normally works with if he does vocals, it's very high-end people. So you're paying attention to the singer. But if he's by himself, he doesn't use any vocals hardly at all. But there's always a large part of the song, the build-up, and then a break, which builds tension. The break releases the tension, and then the final part of the song is where all the instruments come in, and then it turns into a masterpiece.
In a song, let's start with a noob.
It's crazy.
So in this level, we're going to talk a little bit about something called music theory. If you're a noob, you probably made something called a triad, which is a chord with 3 notes. So let's just create this E note, since the E minor scale is highlighted. Now we need 2 more notes, which are going to be the 3rd and the 5th. And they are called the 3rd and the 5th because they are the 3rd and 5th notes from the first note in the chord, in accordance to the scale. And now we got a E minor chord. But if you've leveled up to Advanced Noob, you know that if the 3rd note in this chord
Advanced
was
Noob.
1 semitone up from this note, it would instead be a major chord. So yeah, that's how you make a major and minor chord. It's just this 1 note difference. Oh my god! So let's make a chord progression with this technique, like do the 1st, 3rd, 5th, like bing bang boom, bing bang boom. You smell me? And that's it, boys. We got a noob chord progression.
Yay!
Let's get into the pro level. So let's take this same chord progression that sounds and make it sound more nice. To do that, we unfortunately need to know more about music theory.
You can't keep getting away with it!
First, we can just copy and move the bass notes down 1 octave, because that's an easy way to make it sound fuller. And then, if you're a pro songwriter, you know what 7ths and 9ths are. A 7th is 2 notes up from the 5th in accordance to your scale. 1.
What? Wait, a 7 is 2 plus 5? Jesus, that's genius.
And 2, and jackpot, baby. We got a 7th chord. And usually, they tend to sound kind of sweet or dreamy, and 9ths are obviously 2 notes up from the 7th. This is a jazzy chord, you know, you just wanna jazz around, basically, yeah. Let's hear where these chords may fit in our progression. Next thing to know about is voicing, which just refers to the placement of notes that we already have in the chords. So let's do what EDM artists often do, move the 3rd up an octave, and boom, we changed the voicing, guys. Last thing
Yeah,
to do
we
is
did
just
it. We're a
add the rhythm
composer.
to make it more interesting. Now we got some pro level chords.
That does sound better, sadly.
And by the way, if you want to learn everything you need to produce electronic music in 7 days, check out my course. You'll get exercises, cheat
Do
sheets.
every one of these have these little tiny advertisements in the middle?
In this version we will make the best chord progression mankind has ever experienced. Let's make a chord progression without that shit-ass music theory. First, click this arrow button, then go to stamp and stamp minor 9th. Don't ask me why, just do it. Then stamp this baby anywhere, doesn't matter where. Next, select everything and press Ctrl plus O. And now for the final 1337 leap, hacker trip, result plus K. Then pick your scale and the chord progression will adjust to your scale automatically. That's it, boys. Now we can just play around with the voicing and find a beautiful chord progression.
Some hacker level shit right there.
The last chord, unfortunately, sounded absolutely disgusting. Guys, please pray for this chord. I will not crack the chord by selecting it and pressing Alt plus K. That was easy. Now let us hear this masterpiece in brute force.
But anyway, let's just create the final expert level chord progression. Here, we need to know more about music theory. So an easy way to level up this pro chord progression is to make what's called sus chords. And sussy chords are chords where the middle note in a triad is either on the second or fourth note instead of the third. These chords tend to sound kind of tense and unresolved, but that also makes
Only imposters make these chords.
them interesting. So let's add two sus2 chords before the second and fourth chord. To make it sound even more beautiful, we need even more dissonance. So an easy and cool way to add this is by just having two notes in the chord that's a half step from each other. This basically creates the ultimate amount of dissonance. Just listen to this. On their own, they sound like trash, but the beauty comes when you add it into a chord. In this scenario, I still think it sounds a little bit too dissonant, so a way to mitigate that is to just move one of these notes down one octave and the dissonance will be less noticeable. And now it sounds amazing. Last thing we can do to truly make them expert level is to fill these chords up with more notes to make them sound fuller. If you want to use music theory, you could just fill every chord with the tonic note or the fifth note, and it usually sounds good. But in my opinion, if you add the same note to every chord, the chords tend to lose their identities. So what I do is use my ears and just add notes where it sounds good. And that's it, boys. Here's the final chord progression. Let's also hear these progressions in the song, and let me know in the comments which one you like the most. See ya.
It's just too hard to move when you're standing right there. It's just too hard to walk away and leave it like that. Can we give it one more night? Just one more night. One more night. It's just too hard to move when you're standing right there. It's just too hard to walk away and leave it like that. Can we give it one more night? Just one more night. One more night. It's just too hard to move when you're standing right there. It's just too hard to walk away and leave it like that. Can we give it one more night? Just one more night. One more night. It's just too hard to move when you're standing right there. It's just too hard to walk away and leave it like that. Can we give it one more night? Just one more night. One more night.
It's crazy.
Let's make some Chainsmokers
Crazy.
music, you know, the kind of new WAP style. Start with
What the
89
hell?
BPM. Then for the lead, stack some ambience-ish layers together like this. And then you may want to check out this little tutorial and maybe yoink their LFO right here. And then we got something like this. All we need now is to make it wobble or stutter out of rhythm. And to do this, you add another LFO and change the rate in the LFO to hertz. And then you can just increase it a little. Oh god. And then make some automations and eventually, or hopefully, you'll get something like this. For the chords, just stay away from dissonance, because you don't want to scare away listeners with something too different. The whoop whoop. For the bass, it's the same.
The wub wub definitely sells it.
Would you know a bass? The next step is to subscribe if you want, and then make some drums. And the Chainsmokers tend to keep them kinda pop/vintage-ish. I don't know, that's kinda what I get from it. Plus, I also noticed that Drew loves to add these kind of weird, unexpected vocal snippets. Just add some like that. Guitar.
I've seen it. It's disgusting.
Maybe wobble. Some chill vocals, preferably about something original, like maybe about love. Lastly, I noticed that sometimes they start the drop without the drums and then gradually bring everything in together. So I copied them and it actually sounded pretty nuts. And that's it, boys. You now know how to Chainsmoke. Also, by the way, I have a Halloween
We did it.
on my course.
We figured out how to Chainsmoke. Look at us. Look at us figuring it out. Man, stuff is... It's amazing to watch. Amazing to listen to as well. Hey, Turbulent, how's it going? What a nifty little... What a nifty little thing. That's how you know that we're on the right track whenever you listen to this. Been a long day, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, let's watch one more video.
In this video, I'll show you my transformation from when I was a real noob to today where I'm a little less noob. Also, in my first years, I didn't do Sears at all. I just pressed some buttons and some shit came out of it. And now that I think about it, not much have changed, really. So, anyway, here it is.
Just change the year to 2024, and I feel like this is the caption of my life right here. What the fuck am I even doing? I like this guy's video editing, though.
And we push it.
That's very Skrillex right there. Hi, Dodger.
Tonight we gonna party with emotion.
Super sexy, confident vocals. Nice. Hi, Loch Nessie. I didn't want to learn sound design. Hi, Dodger. Hi, Void Cat. It's still better than I could currently do right now. It turned out to be pretty bad. I still didn't know what I was doing, but I was making tutorials. That does not sound like Chainsmokers. No, it does not. Skrillex Mellow? Mellow Skrillex. Not bad.
And now I'm here making this video, so before I end the video, I just want to give a quick and very nice announcement.
I mean, that's not bad progress, really. It's not bad. When you keep on something for long enough, unless you're a streamer, you can really continue to make progress and make things better. If you're a streamer, there's not a lot you can do about that. Did he have? I wonder if he has like an up-to-date version of it. Doesn't look like it. I wonder what happened from there to here, though. Oh, geez, emotional music. I want to watch
Let's
this.
make 3 levels of emotional music, so by the end of this video, you'll know how to fill your listeners' eyes with beautiful emotional tears.
Yeah, baby!
Let's start with the noob. So each level will be based around this vocal.
When you said this was goodbye, that's when I realized I can't live without you. I want you and only you.
And when I was a noob and was gonna make a sad song, I just thought you needed a minor scale, and then I just made some triads like this.
Enjoy your lyrics,
If you're
Voidcat.
an advanced noob, you might also know about the witchcraft called velocity. This will just help make the piano sound
Velocity.
more realistic and authentic.
That is witchcraft, man.
And in the drop, we have this super catchy vocal chop. Yeah. Drop chord. Some stock sample drums.
Was that a random frog in that? Just for the hell of it? It's a random frog. He's doing the mouse. Yep, there's a frog. Yep. Yep.
And now for the pro track. If we take these noob chords,
Why not?
we can make them more emotional by emphasizing the bass note by adding another octave of it. And moving up the third one octave. And adding a passing continuous note to make the progression more cohesive. Then like and subscribe and randomize the velocity. And lastly, we could change up the strumming so we get this really realistic chill vibe. And we can also add this note.
Oh, that's a cool way to make things realistic. Neat. Like how a guitar would play.
Another trick that I think is a game changer when it comes to setting a soundscape is atmospheric sounds in the background. So just listen to these different sounds and they will all instantly give you like different feelings and emotions. So after looking through some of them, I eventually picked this one. And lastly, for the verse, I added a pad for more atmosphere, yeah. And here's how it sounds like so far.
He's a little static in it.
In my opinion, I generally tend to think more acoustic and realistic instruments sound more authentic and emotional, which is why I added this guitar and some orchestra drums. And together with some other effects. And then we get to the drop. In this song, I thought it would be cool to like let the vocal be the lead since it's such a great singer. So I chopped the vocal up and added some synth chords to get with it.
Just synthesizer does nothing.
I think ad-libs are amazing at adding emotion as well. So after looking through some ad-libs with a singer on Splice, I eventually found this one. And it sounded like trash, so I pitched it up one octave and added a lot of more reverb.
Drums are usually already layered.
Lastly, we have a bass and a brass.
Try to be honest, I'm not good at letting down my guard, but I really want it. Before you, I was running in the dark. When you said this was goodbye, that's when I realized I can't live without you. I want you and only you.
Ah, he doubled up the sound on that one. Neat. That's a cool trick. Oh, that squealing noise actually worked.
Expert and a pro level, in my opinion, is all about the details. Which is why this track is just going to be...
It doesn't have a frog, yeah, I agree. Needs more frog. I'm gonna leave that in the comments.
In the chord progression, we could actually make this even more emotional by just adding this note for some dissonance. I also added an intro to this level, and because of what the vocal was singing about a past relationship, I thought maybe a sort of retro soundscape would fit with the vocal, so I added this retro chorus effect on the piano.
Okay.
And this vinyl fuzz effect.
I told you it needed
And
static.
reverse the piano to really take us back in time. And altogether it sounds like this.
Definitely not Pentatonix, definitely not.
In the new verse, I try to make the soundscape fit even more with the vibe of the vocal by changing the piano to this wobbly synth. I also changed the hi-hat to this soft shaker. And in the build-up, I just added some strings because sad songs always have strings.
Always.
Right? Yeah.
Every time. Yep.
I then added this snare because the build-up sounded empty. Snare, snare, snare. One trick that I think is super underrated when it comes to making vocals sound way more emotional is to distort it like crazy and remove the reverb right before the drop like this.
Oh, I need you closer, I want you and only you.
Because when we remove the reverb like this, we kind of make it sound more exposed and vulnerable, and the distortion helps emphasize the emotion further. At least that's what I think. Enough for the vocal chop in the drop. I just switched up the words.
I don't
so
think
the
he's
singer sounds
wrong.
way
I kinda
more
did.
desperate, and chopped the vocal a bit. And finally, I added some automations to make it sound really professional.
I want only you. Can't live without you. I want only you. I want you and only. I want you and. I want only you. I want you and. I want only you. Can't live without you. I want only you.
Lastly, I added a reverb to the master channel and automated it across the track because it helps build tension and release in certain parts of the song, and it also sounds cool. Also, if you want to learn everything you need to produce electronic music,
Every
you can
day,
check out my
these
7 day
advertisements
course
every
in
time.
the description.
Let's see if they have the frog or not.
Try to be honest, I'm not good at letting down my guard, but I really want it. Before you, I was running in the dark. When you said this was goodbye, that's when I realized I can't live without you. I want you and only you. I got nothing left to lose. Oh, so I'll keep waiting for you. It's the only thing that I can do to keep my composure. Oh, I need you closer. I want you and only you. I want only you. Can't live without you. I want only you. I want you and only you. I want only you. Can't live without you. I want only you. I want you and only you.
Wow. That's not bad. Not bad. Man. I like that he also had that drop. That drop was really good. This drop right here. Interesting. So those vocal bridges carrying the tune for like 5 seconds seems to be how you create a really powerful drop. That must be the build the tension and then release. That is intense. That is intense. Yep. Okay. All right. Well, that's it. I'm not gonna add the frog comment. Not gonna add the frog comment. But good stuff. Good stuff tonight. Thanks for hanging out and learning with me, chat. I had fun. Hope you did too. We'll do this again. I am on a mission to learn more. So until that happens, you got to deal with me not playing games and learning stuff. So excited. Thanks so much for hanging out, everybody. As always, I appreciate you being here. Apparently, my fan has blown my green screen off course a little bit. Good. That looks great. Thanks for being here, everybody. I appreciate you. What a wonderful evening. What an amazing group of amazing humans you are. Thank you so much for being here, and I will talk to y'all next time. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Talk to you later. And much love.
Forget all your fears. I'm standing right here next to you. Remember your dreams, no matter how hard it seems, you can get through. Why do you close your eyes? Why do you try to hide? Tell me, why do you close your eyes? Why do you try to hide? Think of all the roads you go through. Think of all the steps you take. Think of all the good things you do. No matter what it takes, always the good. Nothing can stop the wind. It comes and it goes. It blows where it wants. Just never stop believing that you can do everything, 'cause you still got time. Why do you close your eyes? Why do you try to hide? Tell me, why do you close your eyes? Why do you try to hide? Think of all the roads you go through. Think of all the steps you take.